37 degrees at now 5 minutes after the hour. Carol Emlich-Bates, Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce, joins us. And a busy time for the Chamber. And we've got the Christmas parade coming up. And we are continuing to announce our businesses of the week.
Yes, no matter what else goes on, we have to get that done every week. And this week, our business is Ray and Gilliland PC. And there's a picture right there. There's Ed Gilliland and Chris Ray, and they are really great. I don't know either one of them very well, but they're just a hoot. And they do all the surveying in this area, this end of the county, and I think just Coosa County and Clay, all around us. And they've been around for many years, and quietly going about their business and doing their job. And they do a wonderful job. It is that they do is make sure that all those lands are surveyed right and everybody's where they're supposed to be. So they take good care of that for our area. And there's Carla and Mike with him, and every week I get tickled at Carla. She has to preview the pictures. And I don't know why, because she looks the same every time. She really does a good job.
Mike doesn't. He keeps losing weight.
I know Mike's going to disappear, I think, after here in a few weeks. I don't know. But we also have some reinvesting members for this week. And the reinvesting members, which are so important, are King's Pawn and Jewelry, the Retired Senior Volunteer Program, that's RSVP. That's the program that Jenny Archer administers, and she has an office at the Chamber that we donate to that organization for her to use. And she takes care of that, which is primarily, the Senior Volunteer Program now is mostly veterans. It is veterans, just about all veterans. And then we have Sherwin Williams, Charles McGowan down there. Couldn't do without him, that's for sure. And then we've got some new members this week. We've got Heavenly Hands and Massage Therapy. We have United Works Termite and Pest Control. So we have some new members coming in. The last 2 weeks we've had new members. So that's always great. I think we're right at 4. We're close to 4.
That's what it takes to
Good
keep
numbers.
it going.
That's right.
Had a couple of people ask me during the week about the Christmas parade and who's the Grand Marshal going to be?
That's right. And every year.
So who's the Grand Marshal going to be?
The Grand Marshal, this is so cool, is going to be our very own Coosa Valley Medical Center. And boy, I mean, they are so excited. I mean, they were at the Chamber yesterday and we're trying to figure out what they were going to do, and they're going to have a float and they're going to do this, and it's just, that whole hospital is just, medical center is just totally excited about doing this. And I got a feeling that there's not going to be much room on that float. It's going to be packed full of their department heads and their children. So, but they're our largest employer in the city limits of Sylacauga, and with all the different medical and health exceptional care they've been able to bring and accumulate in that medical center. We're so fortunate on this.
Amazing.
It's amazing the caliber of the folks that they have now there. It's amazing that they've been getting so many wonderful accolades and awards from national recognition. We talked about it at the Chamber banquet that night. So they are much deserving, and we want to recognize our chamber champions and our chamber folks who really, I mean, they're planning a float, and they've just got. It's going to be great. It really is.
Just a couple of weeks away from the parade itself.
That doesn't seem possible to me at all. It really doesn't. And it's just a little over 2 weeks away. And if you haven't got those entry forms in, folks, you got to get them in, because we've got to get the lineup done, the scripts ready, and we've got so much to get done for this Christmas parade. We're still looking for more sponsors, I think, for our broadcast that night. And the deadline now. There's the application on the screen. You can get that application.
Retro Rockin' Christmas.
Retro Rockin' Christmas, rocking around the Christmas tree. Anyway, you can go online and download that application, or you can come by the Chamber and pick one up. And we've had people coming in. Yesterday was steady all day long with folks coming in. The deadline is next Friday, the 21st, a week from tomorrow, the 21st. And the parade day, of course, is December the 2nd. That's Tuesday evening at 6:30. The usual lineup will start at around Legion Stadium there, and come all the way down Broadway to Fort Williams, across to Norton, and back up to the high school. So it's going to be it's going to be a wonderful parade. I think it's going to be every bit as wonderful as a Veterans Day parade, and that was really
fantastic.
That was splendid.
Yeah.
For the first time that we've had one in 7 or 8 years,
Yeah.
I believe. It was really a wonderful parade, and I was certainly glad.
Too, if organizations want to rent or lease a float, they can do that too.
We had several people yesterday that were coming in and talking about, doing their own floats and all that goes into that. And it can cost $1,500 to, a bunch of money to do a profession, to do your own float, to be judged. And it's great. And we want organizations to do that too, because it builds such a sense of camaraderie between the people that are doing it. But you can rent a float and still add your own little special touches to it for $400. They bring them all down here, and I've got all the details for that at the chamber. You can come in, sit down with me, and pick out which one you want. And then they come in the afternoon of the parade over there on the old Food World parking lot, and it's amazing. They got them all stacked up, they're flat with nothing on them, and they just start laying them out there and getting everything ready. Yes, they do. Kip Dingler's been doing that, I think, since he was in diapers, probably, because I used to work with his dad, Red Dingler, before, when he was still doing it. So that's how I first met these folks, through Christmas parades when I was in Talladega centuries ago.
So the parade starts at 6:30, is that correct?
At 6:30,
Okay.
exactly. And it's going to be a retro rockin' Christmas. Now, don't forget that Santa Claus is going to be down right across the street here at that gazebo for an hour before the parade. He'll start about 5:15, and you can get your kids' pictures taken with Santa Claus, and Don Smith's going to be there to do that magical thing he does with the picture right away. So you want to get down there and see Santa and tell him what you want for Christmas.
We first started talking about Wind Down Wednesday last week,
Right.
and the second entry to that was what, last night?
Last night, and I was down there, and the first week crowd was it was okay, but it wasn't as big as they wanted. This week they had a bunch of people there, and the menu this week was blackened catfish, and it was just wonderful. And I told Denise, I said, you need to get me that menu, so we can put that out like on Tuesday in the e-blast, before, when it goes out, because it's really a wonderful idea, and there's a lot of folks in there, and they always pair a nice wine that complements the food, and that was a Pinot Grigio last night, which is a white wine, because it was the catfish, and it was very, very good. So, and then you have a side of vegetable and a dessert, and it's $20.
Yeah.
And that's not, you get 2 glasses of wine, so it's a wonderful bargain, and people really, and I know Wednesday night is really church evening, but there's a lot of folks that they don't have evening services, and this is just a great place to have a good dinner and kind of be introduced as maybe a little bit different, wines or foods, but they're really doing a good job down there.
Tonight is a big night.
Tonight is a really big night. Tonight from 6 to 9 is that exclusive night of shopping that they're having out at the Italian Cracker Barrel, at the Pickle Patch and Giovanni's. And I've been talking to Giovanni's and to Leslie at the Pickle Patch, and they are really excited. And they've sold a lot of advance tickets. I suspect if you still want to get that $10 advance ticket for tonight, you can still get out there today and probably get some. Otherwise, it's $12 at the door tonight. But it gives you can go Christmas shopping tonight.
Oh yeah.
Take Zach out there and just do some Christmas shopping. So people need to really get behind this, because this was a real innovative idea of thinking outside the box.
There.
Oh, Zach would be like, maybe that's a bad idea. I don't know.
There's a lot of vendors.
There's
in there.
80. Did she tell me 88? But she has a waiting list. She keeps a waiting list. And they have some vendors who are so talented. There's one vendor that makes some great furniture. It's beautiful wood and stuff like, it's great stuff like, if I had a bigger lake cabin, it'd be great. But they have just great stuff, and Christmas decorations, beautiful wreaths and things. They're very reasonable. I know last year the wreath that we had for our backdrop for the parade, I went out there and I got it out there. So they have just a variety, an unbelievable variety of stuff.
Right. And that is tonight. That's right there on Highway 280 at Park Street, right?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. From 6 to 9.
And Pickle Patch and Giovanni's. So we'll do this again. Got a new chamber chat you're taping?
I'm taping a new chamber chat this afternoon, and we'll have it going right away.
You think Santa's going to show up one of these days?
No, he might just show up.
Okay.
He might be just passing. I don't know. I've got to try to see if I can, send my radar out and talk to him a little bit today, maybe.
We'll do it again next week.
All right, I'll be here.